list. It's you, Morris Chestnut, Shamar Moore, and that damn Boris Kocho. When I'm around y'all, I feel like boo-boo the fool. Like, you know, it's like when you guys give off the essence of black elegance, kings, you know, you guys are, you know, heartthrob kind of guys. Like, does it bother you? Does it bother you to have that on you? Because Morris just, come on, Bill. Hey, man, I'm cool, man. No, they like you too, Bill. Like, Morris do not want to accept that he the hot chocolate drop.
He knows it, though.
He knows because he be wearing the right turtleneck.
Yeah. He knows it. It's quiet. It's quiet.
Quiet strength.
Yeah. And I need some more of that to know it, but quietly. But I mean, you know, once you're I think it has to do with how we grow up. You know what I mean? Like, I came into myself late after I had already decided kind of who I was. Because I'm not shy when it comes to my talent. Like, you can't tell me like I'm nice with it. But outside of that, you know, I'm still, you know, that nerdy 12-year-old that none of the girls would look at, and I need to kind of pump myself up,
right, and get it locked in.
Yeah, and look, you just look around me and be like, you know, this is proof. You know what I mean?
You're here for a reason, and it's like longevity. Longevity to me is an affirmation of sorts, right?
100%.
Because you can't exist in this game for a long time if it ain't real.
100%.
Because there's a lot of, you know, one-trick ponies. Cats come out, have one hot movie, one hot song, you know, one hot album, and gone.
Yes.
Tay Diggs, it's been every 5 years, every decade, you got something for the people. You know what I mean? I was so happy to just see you keep moving. Do you know what I mean? Because you get on a show, which most people don't know, you're on a TV show, it doesn't last forever. I mean, some people get 5 years, you might get 10, whatever. But at some point, you will go on to another thing, right? You just keep moving. You know what I mean? What do you attribute that type of success?
I consider myself blessed. I really, like, spiritually, I really do believe that there are, you know, people on the other side that are just looking out for me. I feel like, you know, my stuff was kind of predestined. You know, I believe in free will, but you know, I think it's when people kind of lock in to what they love, then they can't be stopped. You know what I mean? And it's hard in this business because this business, you know, they throw stuff at you. Yeah. That'll have you thinking you ain't supposed to be here, or that even though you are here, you got to act a certain way. So, you know, even in the face of that, I just, you know, keep my head down and try to keep doing what I love. And I'm still here, so and I got lots more to do. Absolutely.
I feel like your commitment and your talent will definitely provide new opportunities for you, as it have already. But have you ever had, you know, one of those, you know, sort of pivotal moments where you weren't so sure and you had to decide to keep believing in Tay? Did you have a lull or, you know, a situation like that?
You know what? I look at the past, I learned from the past, and I remember, up to a certain point, I was doing what I do, which was just me, and not listening to casting directors. I remember I signed with this manager, and I went on this one audition, and the casting director said, "I think Tay needs to take some acting classes." Told my manager that. My manager told me that, and I said, "If you doubt my talent, don't work with me.
Yeah.
If you ever doubt me again, I will leave you."
Right.
Period. And then, you know, and that was how it went. So once I became more established and I started looking at how Hollywood moves, I remember I saw the cover of Vanity Fair, and it was Matt Damon smiling, and I was like, "Ooh, I want that." And that was the first time I went beyond me and started wanting things that other people had. So then I started like changing agencies. I don't want to go out for the black stuff, you know, only submit me for the white stuff. And then I moved to every agency trying to chase this thing instead of just being in the moment. Projects were coming to me, you know what I mean, white and black, but I started to get ahead of myself, and I lost sight of what had gotten me that far, and my work dipped. You know what I mean? Once I got back on track, then it was cool. But that, I remember that moment when I kind of lost myself in Hollywood and the machine, and, you know, publicity, and, you know, all of that other stuff, as opposed to just I know what I'm going to do. Let me stay in my lane and do it and let it come.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's hard not to. And
it is.
For people who are listening, right, and watching this on YouTube, I think what he's explaining to you, and if you've never been in the Hollywood game, it's like they kind of pitch you against other actors, and you see, you know, other actors getting these grand opportunities, and they're positioning them a certain way. Like, what's the difference between Taye Diggs and Matt Damon? Nothing. It's just he would get this and that and done Goodwill Hunting and blah, 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 and boom. So why shouldn't Taye Diggs get the same thing, right? And so you're like, I want to be seen like that, where I can do this project, that project. I don't want to just be the black heartthrob thing. And, you know, and that's happened to me too. It's like being a funny comedian, like people don't think you could do anything dramatic. They just go, yo, I mean, he's funny, he's a charming guy. I mean, but can he act? I mean, can he really, like, you know, can he get down? You know what I mean? And so I know exactly how you feel, the human part of that. But at the same time, like you said, like we fight to stay grounded, stay in our lane, stay in our sauce where we're comfortable, and we can just master that. Right. And you'll get everything you want.
Right. Faith.
Your faith and being authentic to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've never seen you be in anything where I'm like, oh my God, he must have got the check for that. Because I remember
they're out there.
Yeah, but I remember when Cuba Gooding had just got the Oscar, and he did some dog movies with the sled and the goddamn puppies. I was like, boy, he just went and got that bag. Because it didn't match shit. I'm sorry, Cooper. I just didn't like it. No, I didn't like it for you.
Dude, I do it. I mean,
yeah, he's like 15 million. Yeah, 15 million. I just did Jerry Maguire. I take it. I'll ride with these dogs. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of shit that people don't know about the game. Like, you get hot and they'll throw you a bunch of money and you don't necessarily read all the way through the script. You know what I mean? He was radio. I'm like, radio?
Right.
Come on, Cooper. Sorry, I'm picking you, Cooper, but I'm just saying it was two moves you made that I wasn't necessarily proud of, but I still love you as a black man.
But he was still, you know, making history.
Yeah,
because there weren't black people riding around with the snow dog. You know what I mean?
Right. Nobody had snow dogs.
Exactly.
Like, he was the first brother I ever seen that had his own snow dog. You feel me? So he made me believe that brothers could have a snow dog.